We made a decision a long time ago to look at what audiences were doing. This was across the business, not just in news. What we are aware of is that audiences are all migrating to the internet. That's just a fact, and we're a broadcaster, so what did that mean for us? So the piece around story-centric strategy was actually part of a more holistic piece of strategy, which was what is our future? How do we view ourselves over the 5 to 7 year period?
Look, it's really successful for the news teams to work in a silo-based format for that show, but not for the wider business. And so we're trying really hard to expand our output into our digital platforms. And the only way we could do that was by enabling them to see what the other teams were doing.
Originally, when we started out looking at what the Dina solution offered and what we wanted to achieve in the newsroom, there were a couple of things that stood out for us. The first was we wanted to ensure that any sort of change that we made was going to keep abreast where the whole industry was moving. And we were very concerned, or particularly cognizant of the fact of how much the solution would end up costing us to maintain, run and own over a sort of total cost of ownership period. So looking at the Dina solution, which was SaaS-based, in browser, and had fundamentally really good architecture behind it, made the decision to choose Dina an easy one.
Once we decided, yeah, we want to do this, we want to be a story-centric newsroom, we went through a pretty robust procurement process. We went to tender and we looked at multiple products in that space, and absolutely Dina was successful in there, and we did choose Dina as our product. The product was good, but it was the team more than anything that actually convinced us in the end that that was the right choice for us to make. A number of the people in terms of the development side of Seven Mountains, we knew anyway. We'd worked with them in different vendor environments, different suppliers, and they came with credentials that were exemplary. Did that actually play out once we did go into implementation and install? Absolutely. That development team is one of the hardest working teams I think that our TVNZ teams have ever worked with in extraordinary times. We can't forget that this was COVID as well. We had teams working in the middle of the night in their lounge rooms, bedrooms, developing this product for us at TVNZ.
So the cultural shift, to be clear, is still ongoing. We're a long way down that road, but honestly, we could not have even started it, I don't think, with the tool that we previously had. So what we've embraced is a way of working which enables everyone to see the content and the idea around a story, to be able to plan together and plan the output across any platform. Look, we're seeing a lot more planning. Now that sounds odd, but we're seeing a lot more forward thinking. We've always had that, but now there's a real focus on the day to look forward to the next day and really dig into how we will resource it and the platform output. We're still developing with that, but in the mornings, for example, we set the day not with our 6 PM show, we set the day with how we're going to tell the story across all of our platforms with a focus on social.
Story-centric for us, the way I describe it to people is every orchestra needs a conductor at the top. You might have the great strings section, the great brass section, the percussion over here, but every orchestra has the conductor at the top. So for us, we kind of didn't have that thing at the top linking all of those sections together. And that's where Dina and story-centric has really helped us along.